Look how tight it gets. This is what I'm saying. It just keeps going. I'm at a loss for words. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Rolling with Bear Man. Now I'm right in the same campsite where we left off, so if you saw part one, you know exactly where we're at. I'm just getting the Longship packed up right now, and then we're about to head over to Slot Canyon to begin our adventures for the day. And y'all, we got a full itinerary ahead of us for today in Anza Borrego. Lots of very beautiful hikes and cool spots I'm gonna take you guys to. So, without further ado, let's get on the road and let's get after it. Ooh. There's a lot of bees at this campsite, as y'all saw from the first video, and they're just waking up right now. I can see them starting to swarm around the car. Oh look, here's one right here. All right, y'all, to Slot Canyon we go. Let's roll, y'all. Alright, y'all, we made it to Slot Canyon, and it's not nearly as crowded as I was expecting it to be. See, there's a few cars here, but not bad. Glad we made it early, because I'm expecting it's probably going to get more crowded as the day goes on. But because it's not that crowded yet, I'm going to eat a little breakfast before I venture down into the slot. Alright, y'all, just going to have a few berries. Y'all know I don't really be getting hungry in the morning, so quick little snack. Just want to get some fuel in me before this hike. Can kind of see the canyon carved out. See what it looks like from the edge right here. Bunch of Boy Scouts just pulled up on me, and who knows what they're gonna do down there, bruh. I'm sure the Boy Scout leader's got some fun stuff planned, if you know what I'm saying. So it looks like you hike up around here to the top and then walk down through the little canyon. Let's get after it, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep my voice relatively quiet just for the sake of the other people around. Keep the quietness of the nature. You know, I think I'm gonna hit a quick stretch before I go down into the canyon. Oh, I should have thrown on some sunscreen too. See, can I touch my toes, y'all? Easy. Not easy, but I can. Alright, let's get down in there. We'll hopefully be a little more protected from the wind too once we're down in here. Gotta keep an eye out for snakes around here too, y'all. Forget little cave. It's so silly doing the hike and like setting the camera up and then walking back and then walking back again so I can film myself hiking. But hey, gotta get the shot for y'all. And look how tight it is, y'all. Very cool. And if you're not in shape, you ain't gonna fit through the slot. Like a mini Grand Canyon, kinda. Extremely mini. Hey, this part's a little sketch. And y'all, I looked around, but I couldn't find any informational poster or anything like that describing how this was formed. I mean, obviously it had to have been some kind of water running through here, eroding these hills. But it's just so fascinating to me that just a little stream, or I mean, who knows how little, but that water, just simply water, can carve out this entire little canyon. Obviously it takes thousands of years, but nonetheless it happens. And you think about on a scale of like the Grand Canyon, it's even crazier. I'm scared to walk by this bug right now. Alright, please don't like fly or some. It looks like a huge ant, low-key. It's just a beetle. And now I'm pretty sure there's a specific slot that slot canyon is referring to. I don't think it's just like a bunch of different slots like we've been walking through. I think this is it. Oh. In that slot canyon. Look how tight it is, guys. Oh, look at that big ass rock right over us. That slips, I'm a dead man. Let's keep going. Look how tight it gets. This is what I'm saying. If you're overweight, like, you seriously can't do this hike. I mean, hell, if you're overweight, you probably ain't doing any hikes, but hey, no judgment. Actually, yes, judgment. Go get healthy, bruh. Go get off your couch. Stuff happens. It's okay if you let yourself go, but don't let it continue on. Get up, get active, go out in nature. It's peaceful. It's good for your mental health, too. This area is filled in with these rocks. Yo, this is another hike that my mom would be freaking out on. Just makes me laugh to think of doing this hike with her. She would totally still do it, but there'd be parts where she'd be freaked out for sure. Look how absolutely just stunning this is. Can't get over it, y'all. I seriously just love being out in nature so much. It's seriously so good for my mental well-being. You know, life can be tough, stressful, filled with anxiety. Sometimes it sucks, you know, but as soon as I get out here, I forget about everything. I feel truly like happy and peaceful. It's great. Very good for the mind and the soul. But anyway, let's carry on. We got another slotted section. Come on, y'all, don't get left behind now. Pretty narrow right here. Very cool though. Oh. Ooh. Like, look how thin this is. Can barely even fit my shoulders, and I'm a skinny guy. Like, even my cousin, he's a ex-football player, big bodybuilder kind of guy. He wouldn't even be able to fit in here. I mean, he would, but you have to turn sideways. Look how narrow that is. I know I said it already, but I'll say it again. It's so fascinating to me. I don't understand how just water can carve all of this. And look at that rock. Oh, look at this, guys. Yo, I could just drive the Longship in right here and just never leave. Be completely content with that. Obviously, it'd be impossible to get the Longship in here, but it's the idea that counts. And guys, whenever I take y'all on beautiful hikes like this one, I just never want to put the camera down because I don't want you guys to miss any of this beauty. I end up having to cut kind of a lot of it because I don't want the video to be like an hour long. But hey, I'm just trying to share the experience with you guys. I know some of y'all, it's difficult to get out to places like this, so I'll take y'all with me. Let's enjoy it together. God's creation, baby. Did a good job, big man. I think I just got bit by something. Ugh. Well, I don't know what that was, but hopefully it wasn't anything bad. Fingers crossed I don't start dying soon here. All right, yeah, it looks like we are now exiting the canyon. probably around this curve here. And guys, the desert here in Anza Borrego is quite different than the desert out in 29 Palms or Joshua Tree where we've been before, which I'm honestly very surprised about. I totally thought they were going to be almost identical, and boy was I wrong. I mean, one feels a lot more remote than Joshua Tree, and two, there's a lot more canyons and hills throughout the desert. I mean, there's still canyons and hills in Joshua Tree, but not nearly to this extent. It's so nice out here. I like how it's much more secluded too. It really does feel like you're truly in the middle of nowhere. Pretty much all the way out of the canyon by now. I think we should be hitting the loop around pretty close here. And we'll start heading back to the car, get on to our next spot at the Oasis, which I'm super excited for. All right, back to the Longship we go. We are entering into the area that the springs are at now. There's actually a campsite back here too, but it's a paid campsite, so we're not gonna be doing that tonight. Y'all already know, Bearman don't be paying for no camping. And y'all, I'm super excited for this. I actually have never been to an Oasis before. All right, y'all, here we are, made it to the trailhead. And I'm planning on taking my time for this hike. I'm gonna get up there and probably hang out for probably an hour or so. Just chill at the Oasis, relax, calm the mind, maybe some meditation plots. Looking at just before 12 noon. Off we go. Take one of these little brochures and I'll read it when we get to the Oasis. See what we can find out about it. 1 gallon of water minimum per person. I'm built different. We go in quarter gallon. Rattlesnakes. Told y'all. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how about you?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
That's one thing I also love about being out here. Can't be in a bad mood when you're in nature. Everybody's enjoying life. It's nice. And I'm hoping this little brochure that I picked up says something about Native Americans that used to live here. I'm sure in a super dry, arid desert like here in Anza Borrego, coming across something like an oasis would be absolute clutch. I don't know what else to call it. Oh yeah, and I read online that there's possible sightings of bighorn sheep here. Hope we get to see one of those. That would be super cool. Oh look, here's a little bit of a stream. I wonder where this water comes from. Like, it can't be runoff, it hasn't rained. I'm sure the brochure will say though, maybe it comes from like in the mountain. I don't know, is that even possible? I don't know, I ain't no scientist, I'm just a bear. But speaking of not being a scientist, I want to give you guys an update on college, job search, all that. So I graduate in about 3 weeks, but I'm still looking for jobs, guys. For those of you that don't know, I'm a marketing major, so I'm mostly searching for digital marketing jobs. If you know anything, drop a comment. But I have somewhat more of a plan now for the next year or so. Now, fingers crossed that I'm able to find a remote job that allows me to work from wherever I want, because that would allow me to keep traveling and keep making these videos for you guys, and I could just work from parking lots of wherever I had connection. And hold on, y'all, look at this. That looks so scrumptious. Oh, it would be so nice to go in. Maybe I should have brought my stuff. But the plan after that is to work for about a year, and once I save up the money, I want to get me one of those big vans, like a Dodge ProMaster, something around that size. But if all goes according to plan, I'll hopefully have saved up enough money to purchase that around spring 2025. I mean, the earlier the better, but being realistic, probably around March. Because I'll also be putting a lot more money into building it out and converting it into a camper van. And that'll take time as well, but I'm hoping to have it all said and done by around end of summer 2025, so August. And from there, I'll hit the road with y'all. And guys, I'm super excited about the prospect of doing this. Having one of those huge camper vans would allow me to go so many more places, because I could just stay on the road for pretty much as long as I want. The Longship is great, don't get me wrong, but Being in it for a month is just impractical. But being in a big camper van would allow me to go all over the country, even up into Canada, down into Mexico. Possibilities are endless. And eventually, I'm hoping there's enough of y'all that I can transition into doing this full time. So then I'd be able to spend the entire week doing whatever adventure. Give me a lot more time, bring you guys a lot cooler things.
This is a better angle.
Big ol' yellow jacket hive. That is scary, y'all. See how big that thing was? Oh, it's so beautiful out here, guys. I can't even express to y'all how happy it makes me to be out here. And just how amazing I feel. It's a relief, it really is. I believe we are arriving at the oasis. You can see all the greenery around, and then in the distance you can see the palm trees. Okay, here we go. Y'all can stop and pause it if you want. So if you pause to read that sign, you saw there was a big flood here in 2004. And it essentially wiped out the oasis, carrying palm trees all down through here and down into the campground, completely wrecking some campsites. And there was also a big fire that destroyed the oasis here in 2020. So much greenery. Really crazy. You never see this in the middle of the desert. And here we are, y'all. So yeah, it looks like you totally can swim down here. That's beautiful. This is dope. Now just imagine you're a Native American. Your tribe's been walking through the desert for days, hungry, thirsty, tired. You're starting to lose hope. Hasn't rained all month. You know, you're thinking it's coming to an end. Everybody's gonna die of dehydration. And then, magically, you stumble across this place. And all your worries are saved. Beautiful, y'all. Just look at this, y'all. The palms. The stream. I'm at a loss for words. Alright, don't want to fall here. Wonder how high up it goes, y'all. We will find out together. Y'all can see it goes quite a ways back. It's nice because up here it's much less crowded. Not nearly as many people. I can get a nice Aki thumbnail without the crowd. The thumbnail's always the most awkward part. King of the Oasis, King Bearman. Alright, looks like the end is near. I just want to see what's up here at the very top. I gotta get under this thing. This is definitely the part of the trail, or this isn't even the trail anymore, but ain't nobody coming up here but Bearman, King Bearman. It just keeps going, up and up. Oh, and there's a sign up there. It's interesting to see how far back it goes. Let's go scope it out. I'm gonna post up here and sit for a while though. This is pretty killer. Got the spot all to myself. Not many other people are hiking all the way up here. Let's take a look at what this brochure says. So name of this oasis is Palm Canyon. So yeah, it says all the life around this surrounding area depends on this oasis. And it's super interesting because it's a completely different biome, right? Just cutting through the canyon of the desert. I mean, you guys have seen the desert landscape that we're in from earlier in the video. It is not this. But here it's green, there's palm trees, lush. It's seriously fascinating. So it's broken up into different sections. I'm not gonna read every section to y'all, but I'll go over it, and if there's any interesting ones, I'll let y'all know. All right, this is just about the plants, about the cacti, the beaver tail, the cholla, and the ocotillo. Oh no, the beaver tail and the cholla are cacti, and the ocotillo. Okay, that's interesting. It says the ocotillo plant life revolves around rainstorms. It says that the leaves burst out within 24 hours after a rainfall. Oh wow, it says they're fully grown in only 5 days. After a month of dry weather, the leaves turn autumn colors and fall to the ground. And after the next rainfall, the whole cycle repeats. So it lives entire life cycles just every time it rains. That's crazy. I wonder how often it rains here. Ooh, desert lavender bush. Maybe that's what we saw earlier. Remember the purple flower that I pointed out? Look at these pretty little purple flowers. Oh, it says there's iguanas here. That would be cool, see an iguana. It says, who painted the rocks? You see how some of them like look, I guess, painted? I'll tell you who painted them. It was Mother Nature, the homie. It says these bacteria grow from absorbing manganese and iron. And then to keep from drying out, they cement tiny particles of clay onto themselves, thus the brownish color. The desert varnish on these rocks probably took 10,000 years to form. Wow. So much history here in this oasis, y'all. I love old stuff. Love it. I wonder if there was any ancient civilization wandering through here, like we learned about at the Grand Canyon vid exploring for Kincaid's Cave. Go check that out. But finish this video first. Alright, here we go. Home to ancient people. Scramble around on these boulders to find signs of Borrego's earlier residence. Women ground seeds in the same place for centuries to create these holes or morteros. Near the holes, look for grinding slicks or metates. Ah, okay, so there's holes in the rocks that natives used to grind their seeds in. That is super interesting. I don't see any on this rock. Maybe like right here though. Yeah, maybe right there. That is very interesting. Guys, one day my bucket list item for these camping trips, I really want to find an arrowhead or anything similar to that. Some kind of ancient native artifact. I think that would be super special. Anyways, my apologies if I mispronounce this. The Cahuilla Indians chose Palm Canyon for a village site because of the flowing stream. Hey, I can't blame them. I would have picked this spot too if I knew about it. The canyon walls brought shade from the late afternoon sun and shelter from the winds. Man, tell me about wind. Oh gosh. I wish I didn't read this part. Tarantulas, scorpions, lizards, and mice take many of the holes you're seeing on the ground. I really hope I don't see a tarantula. Okay, this is the section about the sheep. I'll read this one to you guys as well. The hills have eyes. You're probably being watched by the peninsular bighorn sheep. These grazers are an endangered species because humans have destroyed much of their habitat. The park is doing everything it can to help these animals survive into the next century. Supremely camouflaged, only the movement of white rumps gives them away. Remarkable animals, the sheep are sure-footed and have keen hearing and eyesight. Humans on this trail don't seem to bother them, but the sight or scent of dogs, wild or domestic, stresses them greatly. So there's wild dogs out here, huh? After I finish going through this, I'm gonna sit here for a while and just stare into the hills, see if I can see anything. Because I would love to see a sheep. Okay, the California fan palm is the only palm tree native to California. Sold in many garden shops, it's rare to find one in the wild. And here we have hundreds. Crazy. Palm trees in the desert, y'all. Alright, I'm gonna sit here for a while and try to find me a sheep. Sit in one of these seed holes from our native friends. Oh, this ain't bad, guys. Not bad at all. Could do this forever. Alright, y'all, no sheep yet, but we're still going. We're still looking. I think I'm gonna try to find the trail that goes up through here. Alright, let's roll. Alright, this is that sign we saw. You guys can pause to read if you want. One thing that's cool is that the Cahuilla tribe, they would make these sandals from the palms of the palm trees. Oh, look at all the palm trees right here. And look how thick and dense the trees are. So many. This is seriously one of the coolest, most beautiful natural sights that I've ever been to. Gonna be hard to top this one, guys. Alright, another sign you can pause to read. Pretty interesting though. It's about how this oasis creates an entirely new ecosystem just right here in the middle of the desert that otherwise wouldn't be able to survive at all. I mean, even the sheep, it said they need a reliable source of water, which is the oasis. So you're not gonna find those sheep in other parts of Anza Borrego unless there's an oasis around. Pretty interesting. But soon we will find out where this water is coming from. Like, is there water just like in the earth? I don't know. Alright. I don't know if this is the start It kind of looks like there's just water like pouring out of the rocks right here. Mystery Oasis. But I must find out. If I'm to rule this place, I must know the origin of the oasis. This is where it looked like it was coming from, but just another pool. And it keeps going higher and higher. But I think I'm gonna call it here. The trail is no longer, so it's just like rock climbing. And carrying all this stuff, it's pretty difficult. I don't wanna risk getting hurt up here. All right, back to the Longship we go. I'm pretty tired, guys. Back at the Longship though. I need to get some food in me. I'm hungry. I haven't had a real meal yet today. Already 3 o'clock. I'll catch you guys after I eat. I don't got energy to vlog. Needed. That was just what I needed, y'all. Those tacos were freaking delicious. They got a little bit of heat exhaustion going there. I was not feeling too great. After eating and sitting in the restaurant for a little though, I feel a lot better. All right. This is perfect, y'all. Decent away from the main road. You can see a car going down right there. And surprisingly, I have more service farther from the main road. I got 4 bars right here as opposed to 2 bars. So we should be good to be able to watch the game here. All right, I'm gonna get the back all set up. We'll get the game on. Starts in an hour, so catch y'all then. All right, y'all, it is halftime for the game right now. And it's a bummer, my hotspot just ran out, so can't put it on the computer, but I've been watching it on my phone, no problem, so it's all good. We got a beautiful sunset over the valley. I got the time lapse set up so you guys can enjoy the sunset too. But it's halftime right now, so I'm gonna walk around a little bit, stretch the legs out. And I gotta be careful, there's a cactus right next to my car. Don't wanna wander into that at night when it's dark out. Oh, this sun coming over into the valley is beautiful. Wow, that time lapse about to hit for sure. So I don't know if y'all can see from here. I'll try to zoom in on one. See this little brown copper looking structure? There's a bunch of different little animal sculptures throughout on this side of the desert. I don't know what the story is behind it, but I think it's on private property, so it must be some kind of sculptor, artist that put them there or whatever. Built them there. Reminds me of our boy Noah Purifoy from Joshua Tree. Go check out that video if you haven't already. That's a very cool one. Went to a very cool outdoor desert museum in Joshua Tree. All right, it's chilly out here, guys. Temperature drops hella quick, so I'm jumping back in the car. Woo! Also, I don't really have a plan for dinner. I don't grab anything. And all I have is yogurt and bacon and fruit. I don't know, I had a pretty big lunch. Those tacos were huge. It was more like 6 tacos than 3. So I don't know, hopefully I'll be good for the night. I'm not hungry at all right now. I'm gonna play it by ear though. If anything, I can just zip into town and grab a burger real quick. The restaurant's closed at 9, I believe. It's only 6:50 right now. But for now, let's enjoy this sunset together, y'all. Good morning, yo. It is warm this morning, I'll tell you that much. And of course, the day we're leaving, it's absolutely still, no wind at all. Just my luck, y'all. I actually wouldn't mind some wind right now. Cool off the back of the car a little bit. It is warm back here, guys. It's 9:13 right now. I've been up for probably about 45 minutes. Still didn't sleep that well, to be honest. Today, what are you gonna do? Like I told you guys before, I ain't never be sleeping well, so it is what it is. But for now, I'm gonna relax for a little bit. The back of my Longship. All right. Oh. It is warm out here today, y'all. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today. I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna just pack up and get out of here, get some food. I don't got anything to cook, so. But this has been a super fun adventure. Definitely one of my favorite ones. Anza Borrego definitely gets Bearman's approval. I like it a lot here. Definitely will be returning. Still can't get over how fascinating that oasis was, guys. But as always, appreciate the hell out of y'all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Join along on all our future adventures. Do the like bell and comment too. I love seeing your comments. And if you like today's video, go check out the Arizona adventure videos. Guarantee you'll like those too. All right, back to HB we go, y'all. Peace.